Hi, good morning. This one was in response to part 4, I think it is, of the Wasteland. It's the shortest poem, Death by Water. So this refers to the drowning of Phlebas the Phoenician. I know you said something else then. So, as far as I can tell in literature, the mysterious Phlebas has not been identified. And I think there's a lot of suggestion that it was used just as a metaphor. I don't think so. I mean, it was a metaphor, but it was also used as a real person. There was some scandal. Somebody wrote about it possibly being its gay lover, somebody called Verdenhal, I think. I'm sure there was definitely something interesting going on there, and that story was planted for a reason, but that doesn't seem like the full answer. I'm going to talk about death by water. Is that the same water that's the fire that Jung was talking about, part of the alchemical process? So it's a death, like I don't know, of the ego, where to me water normally represents like the unconscious. But interestingly, there's no water here at all, so far as I can see. Lots of like smokiness, a bit of green, and a little bit of yellowy gold. Though there is this figure in what looks a bit like a cave-like entrance, so that could be a clue as to what ritualistically might be going on. There's quite a big eye here. It looks quite bird-like, I think. There's a tall person here with like their face split in two, a bit like a mask coming off. And there's an arm coming down at the bottom that looks like it's grabbing a lightning bolt. Upside down, it possibly looks a bit like a face on the side here. Not human, and a very lizardy eye. And there's like a bird right by the ear, which I think represents the soul, so there's something about the soul connection through the death by water. This looks like a sleeping rat, I think, who's having a very nice dream because he's imitating Sweeney. And then over to the side, there's a figure just stood there watching over events with a very swollen belly. So I'm guessing that's female. And they've just reminded me of being like in a pea pod. Thanks for listening.